This is a Geiger-Müller counter survey meter. This is a Ludlum 14C. This is the probe. We'll always have a model number on the top and a serial number. That's important for tracking, especially if something has to be replaced. Notice when it's stored, it was stored face down with the plastic cover on it. So anytime you want to use it, you want to remove the cover, remove it from its holder. Now the first thing that you want to do, notice that the meter is in the off position down here. The audio is turned on. First thing that you're going to do is a battery check. To do a battery check, you just have to make sure that it's turned on. And then you push the battery test button, and you see how the needle goes up into the battery test position. It has to be, it's right here, it has to be above this bottom line to show that it passes. So I'll do that again. So the battery's okay. If you want to turn the sound off, you can. Next thing that we do, I'm going to go over here. You're going to make sure that it's on the lowest setting. And then over here, it says do not remove. That's where the QC source is. So the first thing that we want to do is measure that. Now over here, you'll have the calibration data. So it says it's a model 14C, gives you the probe model. It's calibrated with cesium-137. Geometry is open window, and you want to have the probe window pointing, the pancake pointing at the source. And then over here, it tells you the calibration date, when the calibration is due, and it will tell you the calibrated amount. So now over here to do the QC, you want to take it starting on its lowest setting, and you're going to put the window. You typically don't want to touch the source or touch anything on this thin window because that can damage it. Once it's damaged, you could have the gas will leak out or it just won't be able to read. Now, if you notice on the lowest setting, that's what we call burying the needle. The needle is maxed out. So in order to get that, do you see how even though I removed the probe, it still stayed stuck? I'll do that again so you can see it. See how that needle is all the way at the top? I remove the probe and the needle stays at the top, and it takes a minute for it to come back down. That's because of dead time. That's where the dead time has paralyzed the system. So one thing that you can do if it's all the way at the top is to hit that reset button, and it will kind of bring it back down to the bottom. Okay, now what we want to do is move it up to the next setting because it was higher than what the survey setting could read. So I moved it up to 0.1. Now we're going to measure it again. And again, that's kind of paralyzed it, so we're going to hit the reset button. You want to go up to the next setting, which is times 10. So now we go all the way up to the top. Okay, now we have it times 100, and now it's able to read. So it's reading at 0.3 on the meter. We multiply that by 100, so that comes out to 30 MR per hour. And that translates to about 1,000 counts per minute if you look at the meter. So now I also want to turn that with the audio on so you can hear what it sounds like when it detects a source. That's the audible beeping that you will have.